Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Hakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders that rule by that great milestone. Peace and salutation to the Akim out there pushing his gospel in sincerity and truth. So shalom to the humble and sincere sisters out there as well. To the brother Kalam from the GMS Strand Camp, coming back at you with another lesson entitled Be Prepared to Die. You know, be prepared to lose your life in this truth. You know, a lot of men, that back on their leaves, some men like to think that this truth is a hobby. You know what I mean? An extracurricular activity, because they didn't realize what they step into. You know, they think they would just continue to serve the Lord in a comfort, where I could pray, I could make a videos, I could just pull up my phone, make some videos, read a little thing, and debate debate some people on TikTok, and I rock back. Right, that's how a lot of men and that's how people tend to approach this thing. They do think or expect that they're going to have to go through some kind of affliction, and that death is a possible outcome. The brother, before I came into the truth, I always meditate on the brother that passed, that was stabbed, right, literally while preaching for the truth's sake. And then we look at the apostles. We look at the apostles of the in the Bible. We see how they met their end, by slaughter. You understand? We see the prophets that were killed. You understand? So death is not an impossible outcome, right? There is part of the walk that you had to be prepared to die for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? And you're going all day and saying, hey, well, I want to dead for the Lord, I want to dead for the Lord. No, right? Because why bring a burden like that upon yourself? Why ask for that? But if it come to it, then I pray that the Lord give you the strength to endure and not to deny Him, but to choose that path of life, right? Because a lot of men maybe, trying to be gung ho and say, hey, well, I would die for the Lord, I would do this, I would do that for the Lord. And then when it come down to it, hey, you don't have that in you, right? You don't have that spirit in you. You thought you did, but you don't, right? Just like Peter, he tell the Lord you'd never deny Him, and he did, right? Because when it came down to it, when he saw how real it is, he denied Him, son. So it's no different. What you should ask for and say is that if I have to die for the Lord, if I have to go through this, however it may be, for the Lord, then Yabashim Yoshai give me the strength, you understand, to withstand that. In the book of Sirach chapter 4 verse 28, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. You understand? So strive for the truth unto death, right? When martial law come, you understand, when the country under these countries under full control by the government, it are no rights and them thing no more, it's full control. You know what I mean? And the MOTB out there, and they killing people. We wanna take it. We wanna go over to the new world. What you gonna do? You're gonna take the MOTB and say the Lord know my heart? You understand? Or you gonna tell them, nah, I don't believe in your Bashim Yahushai. and then tell yourself you know you do believe in the Lord, but you just tell them not to survive. Like, what excuse you're gonna come up with? What excuse you're gonna allow your mind, your flesh to take you with and forfeit the race, be disqualified? You understand? What you gonna do? All these things you gotta ponder. You gotta ponder and realize that the time would come. You might have to lose your family. Your family might be killed. You might be killed. You might be separated from from your family, right? From the Akim. You understand? You might end up in a camp, right? Under imprisonment. You don't know what could befall you. You understand? But you ought to prepare. You ought to prepare yourself because men thinking it ain't coming in. On the lease, you understand? Men rock back. Men thinking it not as close as it Salakia. Men thinking it not as close as it is. You understand? Men thinking we have a certain X amount of years left. You understand? Or that gonna be maybe the next lifetime. Because the way the Lord is 1,000, so that could probably be, 2, 3 generations down. Men, that's how men thinking. So men thinking, you know what, I go just be in a comfortable lot right here and I go just do this on like a lifestyle kind of way. No. You gotta be prepared. Even when you go out there to preach, you don't know who gonna pass you on the street and hear something and be offended and kill you. Because men will kill you for that, right? You see something about a specific religion, men come out kill you already. You understand? Or you get in prison for hate speech. You understand? You never know what could happen. So that's why they say nothing should be able to separate us from the love of the Lord that is in Yahweh Shai. Alright, I'm going to go to the book of Matthew chapter 24 verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up. Now sort of verse 8 it says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all men, of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. You understand? So it's saying here clear as day. You're going to be delivered up to be afflicted. You understand? You're going to stand before the powers that be. And you're going to be treated like a terrorist. You understand? You'll be beaten. You'll be imprisoned. You'll be killed. Right? You say you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Right? Because of the words that we speak. You say many will be offended and will betray one another. Right? A man's foes shall be they of his own household. So those are the ones that are gonna deliver you up. Right? Is your own people. Right? Your own people is who gonna deliver you up to be afflicted and be killed and be persecuted. Alright, get the book of Revelation, select Matthew 10:39. Start at 38. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. Right, so those that lose their life and give up their life, they're gonna find a greater life. But those that find their life on this side, they ain't gonna have nothing to receive on the next side. You understand? But yeah, as I say, if you take up your cross and follow, you ain't worthy. Right? The cross is your burdens, is your trials, your tribulations, your pain. You gotta pick up that and move with it and follow after Yahweh Shai. Right? The book of Romans 6 verse 2 verse 3. Know ye not that so many of us as were baptized into Yahushua were baptized into his death? Therefore we are buried with him by baptism into death, that like as Yahushua was raised up from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also should walk in newness of life. For if we have been planted together in the likeness of his death, we shall be also in the likeness of his resurrection. Right, so you can't get no clearer than that. To follow Yahushua is to die and to live. Because in one aspect, you're baptized unto he dead, the same way he walked this life and was crucified. You ought to get a crucifixion too. You understand? You ought to, whether if it ought to be death, it could be any, and tribulation. Right? It could be imprisonment, being beaten, being put to death, your family being put to death, That our temptation, going through that suffering, as gold is tried in the fire and acceptable men in the fullness of adversity, going through that. That the baptized unto death. And the same way Yahushua rose on the third day, we shall rise too, in the newness of a life, with Yahushua. You understand? As Yahushua, it's like, right? So it's say you're planted together, the likeness of his death, so you have to go through what you go through. But the same way he rise to sit on the right hand side of the Heavenly Father, we shall sit on his right side. You understand? And die the walk. Die literally the walk. Bring out this last precept here for the video, the Revelation 12:11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death. You understand? So their life, the elect, their life was not more important than the truth. You understand? They valued the truth, they favored the truth. And Yahweh Hashem Yahushai more than their own self. You understand? See, they love not their lives unto the death. So they was willing to die. They was willing to endure anything for the sake of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? And what is important is that we ask the Heavenly Father for that strength. Instead of saying, hey, I could do this and I could do that and da. Nah. There's no humility in that. You think yourself to be something. Right? You think yourself to be so great you could endure anything. Super duper Israelite. Nah. Instead, ask Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for the strength, for the power, son, to endure whatever could come. With that whole business was edified, giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Bahashem Makakodash, Shalom.